Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Franciscus Antonius. Do these names mean anything specific to you?
François Antoine. Hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebusier who killed the beast of Gévaudan. The affair took place during the reign of Louis the Beloved, just a few leagues from the castle where I grew up. I was still a young boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It caused a stir all over the country.
I doubt that it has anything to do with my case.
I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
I went to the meeting point. I had an
Get
my cheap so now.
What?
That's right.
But
Only that.
with my
Goodbye, Monsieur le. Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing at all. I'm very sorry that I'm of no help to you.
So how is Monsieur Marat?
I haven't met him yet.
He is your only chance to reach the Bastille, Aegis. You must speak to him. He's holed up in the quarries of Montmartre, hiding from the Marquis de Lafayette.
I found a cane engraved with the name Franciscus Antonius. Who could it belong to?
Let me think a moment, je vous prie. I know an Antoine Francois, a printer on Rue de la Harpe. His surname is Momoro, but he is a man of the people and a true patriot. I doubt that he ever sported a cane with his name engraved on it.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Robespierre. Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing really.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing with that name either. I'm sorry, madame.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier. Monsieur Bailly. Does the name Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
We scholars have the strange habit of adopting names from antiquity. I imagine that we're actually looking for someone named Francois Antoine. But no matter how hard I think, I'm afraid it doesn't ring a bell.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiac?
No, not yet.
Remember, it's by Les Halles, just west.
I found a cane inscribed with the name Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
No, I'm sorry.
Monseigneur,
What can I do for you, Aegis?
do the four names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
The Franciscan Order, perhaps?
Go on.
Franciscus Assisiensis, the founder of the order, and Antonius Patavinus, one of its most illustrious members. I'm sorry, Aegis, but that's all I can think of.
How is your research on Nicholas Flamel going?
I have done nothing yet.
Don't take too long, Aegis. Don't forget that the tomb is in the crypt of the Église Saint-Jacques-de-Leb. The church isn't far from...
Franciscus Antonius. Does that mean anything to you?
Let's see. François Antoine. No, that doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Désolé, ma chère.
Goodbye, mon père. Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis. Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Goodbye, Monsieur Necker.
So how is Monsieur Marat?
I haven't met him yet.
He is your only chance to reach the Bastille. He's holed up in the...
Goodbye, Monsieur. Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Goodbye, Monsieur B.E. Goodbye.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiac?
No.
Remember,
See you later. Monseigneur.
What can I do for you?
Goodbye,
Allez en paix.
How is your research on Nicholas Flamel going?
I have done nothing.
Don't take too long. Don't forget that the tomb is in... The church isn't far from the Hôtel de...
Goodbye, mon père. Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening.
I went to the meeting. I had an unexpected...
Get to the fact.
Madame de... She made... So now...
What happened?
That room. The evidence.
How?
This ambush. That still room. 3 of them.
Excellent. I bet it was my But why the...
Only that...
Would you be so... My hussars are
Goodbye. Monsieur Necker,
Madame? Eh bien,
your wife. You may rest easy, monsieur. Your wife escaped the massacre. She returned home and left you this letter.
mon Dieu. She's going to meet our daughter and son-in-law at our charity hospital.
She may already be there.
Madame, I did not dare to dream of such an outcome. My wife and daughter. Can you imagine? And I thought I had lost both of them. The 3 of us will be able to leave the kingdom and put these horrors behind us forever.
What about the bonds?
They are not in your possession.
No, not yet.
You must ensure they do not benefit the king, madame. You will find them in the Armoire de Fer, in the Palais des Tuileries. Do with them as you see fit. As long as the king does not use them. As for me, I'm going to find my family at once. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I pray that your efforts will be successful. Adieu, madame. Adieu.
Minister Necker has given his bonds to me.
That's quite a nice little sum. Can you imagine? That's 1/5 of the kingdom's entire wealth.
Wealth that the king squanders for his personal benefit according to his whims.
Ma foi. Monsieur Necker certainly has been very generous to his adoptive country.
Generous? I have my doubts. The loan was granted at a very high rate. So high, in fact, that it would have dug the deficit into an even deeper state of abyss.
Eh bien, monsieur. To what use shall we employ this boonful fortune?
If I could spend it, I'd do everything I could to return to the people their confiscated freedom. To begin, I would get them the bread they so sorely need. It is only after the scourge of famine has been vanquished that armed patriots might then be able to rise up against despotism.
And where will you find wheat, Robespierre? Will you steal it from under the noses of the automats who have sworn to destroy the human race? As for arming the people, this is another one of your delusions. How could your ragged pack of wretches win any sort of battle that'd be unable to lift a sword?
When you insult the people, you insult me, Monsieur de Lafayette.
I am not insulting anyone, Robespierre. But I happen to know what it takes to fight. Unlike you. Monsieur, I was but a lad of 15 when I took up arms. And everyone here knows my role in the liberation of America from British rule. If you allow me to dispose of these bonds, I will found an army that will annihilate the Clockwork King's diabolical machines. As soon as I have the opportunity to leave Paris, I will rally the officers and troops that are stationed in the provinces. Then, I will call for a mass uprising. I will have more than enough money to pay their wages and procure the weapons we need.
And you will have obedient troops at your beck and call, ready to repress anyone who challenges your power.
These troops will only serve the will of the people. I swear it.
Are you sure that the king has spared the rest of the kingdom, Monsieur le Marquis?
I am almost certain of it, mon père. Despite all of his resources, the king does not have enough manpower to occupy all the garrisons in the country.
Aegis, no member of this assembly can force your hand. The choice is yours. To whom will you entrust Monsieur Necker's bonds?
The bonds are not yet in my possession.
Then please continue your search. How is your research on Nicholas Flamel going?
I have done no-
Don't take too. Don't forget that the tomb is in the church isn't.
Good. Monseigneur.
What can I do for you?
Goodbye.
Allez en paix.
Did you go to the Hotel de Massiac?
No, not.
Remember,
See. Monsieur Bailly. I have not yet.
As I said, you will find it.
Goodbye. Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
I did not.
Vraiment? It's near Les...
Where can I?
I had some. I can't tell you it. You should ask Mike. He uses similar.
Goodbye.
So how is Monsieur Marat?
I haven't met him yet.
He is your only chance to... He's holed up in the quarries of Montmartre, hiding from the Marquis de Lafayette.
I have yet to procure Monsieur Necker's bonds.
You don't intend to leave them to the king, do you?
No, that is out of the question.
That's good to hear. Quoi qu'il en soit, if you do manage to get them, come and find me.
Were you present when...
Oui, madame. We laid bare before the king the abject misery of his subjects. It was more than he could suffer. So he had the people's representatives dispersed by means of bayonets. At least we only had to contend with soldiers made of flesh and blood. Positively angelic compared to the machines that have swept through Paris.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Robespierre.
So how is Monsieur Marat?
I haven't met...
He is your only... He's holed up in...
I have yet to procure Monsieur Necker's...
You don't intend to leave...
No.
That's good to hear. Quoi qu'il en soit.
Were you present?
Oui, madame. We laid bare before the king, so he had the people's representatives dispersed by me. At least we only had to contend with soldiers made of positively angelic.
Goodbye. Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening.
I have not yet been able to get hold...
Please, don't give up. And do come back and see me when you have them.
Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening, Agent.
I have not yet been able to get hold of Minister Necker's bonds.
Please, don't give up. And do come back and see me when you have them.
Monsieur le Marquis,
I'm listening.
I went to the meet... I had...
Get to the...
Madame de... She made no secret of her reason for being... So now I know all of...
Seigneur. What happened?
That... The evidence...
How?
This ambush... That's still 3 of the...
Excellent. But why?
Oh.
Would you be so kind? My hussar...
Goodbye.
How is your research on Nicholas?
I have done nothing.
Don't take too. Don't forget that the church isn't.
Goodbye, mon père. Monseigneur. Goodbye.
Allez en paix.
did you go to the hotel?
No.
Remember,
What is the...
we publish articles, our numbers, and we have... But it was me...
Good.
Yes, alas.
I hope to.
What is the aim?
We publish our number, and we have... But it was mis...
Good.
Yes, alas.
I hope to go.
What fate?
According...
This rule-
This is what those were... As for the...
Are you-
I am for...
Naturally.
You are quite...
I haven't been... I left my... I came to... I was off... Alas, later, and there... Mont...
See... Monsieur Bailly. I have not...
As I said,
Goodbye. Monsieur Lavoisier. I did not...
Vraiment. It's near...
Where can...
I can't... You should ask. He uses...
Good...
So how is Monsieur Marat?
I haven't met...
He is your only chance. He's holed up in the quarries of Montmartre, hiding from the Marquis de Lafayette.
I have yet to...
You don't intend to leave?
No.
That's good to... Quoiqu'il...
Were you present?
Oui, madame. We laid... So he... At least we are positive.
Goodbye. I have already passed by the Église Sainte-Marie. I can get back there quickly from here.